might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money, get some money. Get some money.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ready.
They go play action with Willis. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The Titans had 1-7 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. On the run, this is Hilliard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second down, here's Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Third down, it's Willis. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw it is Rippon. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, Williams. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Coming out of the end zone, here's Dontrell Hilliard. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season. Into a double team and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here we go with Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play?
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Willis. And brought in downfield by Burks. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Trailing Burks. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Quick slant to Hamler. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
Rippin on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete to Judy. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Hilliard now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Draymond Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So the Titans are forced to punt as Brett Kern is on to do the honors. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And taken at the 46. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now Rippon on 1st and 10. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Rippon trying to pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rippon. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Hilliard now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To try again after the sack.
Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hilliard now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 10.
Willis.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Baron Browning
leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
He'll look to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Rippon. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw on 1st down is Rippon.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The tackle by Monty Rice. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Ripping to pass.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This a 27-yard attempt here. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And that's complete to Westbrook-Akine. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and at the 14-yard line.
Now Willis. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The kick by McManus is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From the 6. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw into the hands of Hooper. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown! Traylon Burks, 73 yards. And the Titans are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They try the left side here with Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Out quickly to Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Williams running left. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
From the gun, Rippon.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And it bangs off the right upright. No good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Here's Willis.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second and 8.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. So this one will wind up a